Did you know? Today we're going to trace the history of Rise of the Tomb Raider back to its roots. Many speculate why there's a tiny little colon after the word Rise in the title Rise of the Tomb Raider. This was actually put here because Rise of the Tomb Raider is actually a sequel to Rise, Son of Rome. This explains why both games were limited exclusives for Xbox One. Rise, Son of Rome also has a tiny colon. As the 58th game in the Rise, Son of series, it had a lot of predecessors to learn from, but the one it learned from most of all had to be Batman: Arkham Asylum. This game practically reinvented combat in the modern AAA space. From counters to counters, and not to mention counters, Batman: Arkham Asylum truly ruined video games forever. And for its signature moody atmosphere, we have no one to thank but good old Larry Croft. Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness, cranked the colons to the max, securing its status as one of the greatest video games of all time. It achieved a perfect 52 out of 52 on Metacritic.com, where sole Metacritic owner and reviewer Dennis Metacritic raved, "Larry's back on top." The game was criticized heavily for its dark setting, but that's actually because it's a sequel to The Darkness. I know it's dumb, I didn't write this. At the time of release, The Darkness was hailed as, quote, a big ol' crime game, and scary too, by an extremely drunk Leo Vader. The game's dense, fully featured subway system was inspired by the Subway chain of sandwich restaurants. Look, I know it's dumb, it's what's written on the page. It's worth noting that following up the Subway chain of restaurants with the game The Darkness was an interesting nod to the dark secret Jared held all those years. But when it comes to the inspiration for his hit restaurant chain, we have nothing else to thank but capitalism. Capitalism was the clear source of all of this, and it even gets a shout out in Rise of the Tomb Raider. The developers put in a tongue-in-cheek nod to capitalism by having the player endlessly pursue hidden treasure, rather than a fair and secure future for the proletariat. Now, we all know capitalism was invented by humans, but what are these humans? To figure that out, we've got to go all the way back to single-celled organisms. Single-celled organisms, or unicellular organisms, are organisms that consist of only one cell. They're thought to be the oldest form of life in the universe besides my principal, Mr. Plorpstein. Get out of here, Mr. Plorpstein! But even before unicellular organisms, there was something called the Big Bang. The Big Bang was the source of all matter in the universe. It started as an attempt by CBS to reboot the Big Bang Theory using the Large Hadron Collider. And because time is cyclical, we can expect the world as we know it to be pulled into a black hole and reformed just before the fall 2035 CBS You Just Gotta Laugh on It Thursday night comedy block. Did you know? The character's name is actually Larry. Have I mentioned that? It's Larry. I can't believe we've got it wrong all these years. It's Larry. The character's name was Larry the whole time. That's all for today, but be sure to subscribe to Games Are Dumb for Kids and check out their Twitter and Patreon pages. If you're a fan of useless factoids, here's another Betcha Didn't Know Gaming on Mario Kart. And don't miss the last Leo's Dio on The Witness versus A Book of Mazes. The conclusion will shock you. And hey, if you enjoyed the smooth, beautiful sounds of my voice, check out my own gaming channel, Game Thesis. My buddy Cole and I made it to poke fun at, lovingly satirize game theory and other YouTube gaming tropes. And in the process, we've uncovered some of gaming's most closely kept secrets. Click on the links to watch the videos and find out more. Whoosh!